If you're looking to add a new powerlifting bar to your home gym, I definitely recommend you take a close look at the Bells of Steel Barenaked Powerlifting Bar 2.0. This bar has a price tag of right around 220 bucks. The knurling is sharp as a tack, and you can load up to 1,500 pounds on it. I've been using this bar for a while now, and I'm really excited to tell you guys all about it. Let's get right to it. What's up, y'all? It's Jake back in the BarBend garage gym, and this time around we've got the Bells of Steel Barenaked Powerlifting Bar 2.0 in for review. In this video today, I'm going to tell you everything there is to know about this barbell. So we're going to talk about some money, we're going to talk about some pros and cons, but most importantly, we're going to talk about who should or maybe should not purchase this barbell. Now, one more quick thing before I start doing all that. We reviewed a ton of barbells on barbend.com. And we went ahead and made a best list of all of our top choices that are on the market. So if you want to check that out, all you gotta do is search BarBend Best Barbells. That list is gonna pull right up for you. You can find out for yourself which ones we like the best. Okay, so just real quick, for those who don't know what a powerlifting bar is, it's a barbell that is, specifically focused on the big three of powerlifting, which is squat, bench, and deadlift. So a powerlifting bar is going to have no to minimal spin in the loading sleeves. It's going to be more rigid, more stiff than an Olympic or a multi-purpose bar, and plus it's going to have a sharper knurling than those bars I just mentioned as well. And those are aspects, traits that I've noticed specifically with this bar right here. The knurling is, like I said, sharp as a tack. I mean, this barbell is not going to slip out of your hands as you're going to do a super heavy deadlift, which is something that you definitely want to happen. You can load up to 1,500 pounds on this bar, which is plenty strong for the majority of the fitness community, pretty much everybody, honestly, about 99% at least, right? It also has a tensile strength rating of 210,000 PSI, which for those who don't know what that means, it's essentially going to tell you exactly how strong a barbell is. And this, ranges on a spectrum of around 160 PSI up to sometimes 230,000 PSI. 210 though, this is perfect for what you're looking for right here. You're also going to get a limited lifetime warranty with this barbell. It's going to cover any manufacturing defects, which is a nice thing right there. Plus, it's only going to cost you around 220 bucks, which is, why I said earlier, it's one of the best valued powerlifting bars on the market. But because of that, that low price tag is being driven by the fact that this is a bare steel barbell. So you're gonna have to clean it more frequently than you will with any other bar out there, because this one is more prone to having rust and corrosion forming on it than any other bar that features any type of coating. All right, so once again, this barbell is gonna run you right around 220 bucks. Honestly, I think this is a super solid price tag, especially considering what you're getting out of it. This knurling right here, as I mentioned, sharp as a tack, it's pulling off some skin right now just by doing this. And that's something that you want, with a powerlifting bar. You're not gonna have to worry about your grip being compromised at all. Now, it's at least $100 cheaper than a lot of other powerlifting bars that are of, similar quality. But thing is, those are gonna have, some type of coating, whether it be chrome, Cerakote, stainless steel, whatever it is. That's what's kind of driving the price tag up on those bars versus this one. Now, once again, this is bare steel, so you are gonna have to clean it a lot more frequently than you will with a bar that has a coating on it. So, if you're somebody who doesn't want to do that and take those extra, precautionary steps into preserving this bar, then it might be worth spending an extra $100 on a powerlifting bar that does have a coating on it. But to me, at the end of the day, in the long run, cleaning it is not that bad. It's not a very detailed process. And I think 220 is honestly a bit of a steal for this barbell. So once again, the shaft on this bar is in fact bare steel, so there's no coating on it at all. But the loading sleeves are actually, coated in chrome. That's a nice thing. It's going to help protect the sleeves themselves, from rust and corrosion, which is just pretty cool. And inside the sleeves right here, you're going to find bronze bushings. It's going to have a little bit of a spin, but nothing, too crazy. It's not going to affect your power lifts at all. They're just there. You do have some grooves right here on the loading sleeves, and if you don't know what those are, they're designed to specifically, keep your bumper plates in their original placement. So that's going to come in handy, as you're going to do your deadlifts, you drop the bar, it's going to help keep them from sliding down the sleeves and, you know, kind of throwing off your lift. But, you know, definitely you still want to use weight collars. The knurling right here, it's super sharp. I personally like that. It's a mountain style knurling, so all the knurl markings right here kind of point up like a mountain would, and that's kind of leading to that sharpness, and I like that. You know, if you sit here and grip, you know, firm enough on this bar, you're gonna notice markings on your hand. It's not crazy, not everybody's gonna be crazy about that. That's just something that I personally like. You know, obviously, you know, you do have your knurling right here in the middle. That's, you know, gonna help you as you're going to do your back squats. It's gonna keep that bar on your upper back, but it's the same sharpness all across, so some people might want to use a pad or maybe even a towel or something up there on your upper back. Definitely keep that in mind. Once again, you can load up to 1,500 pounds on this bar, and it has a tensile strength rating of 210,000 PSI. So this bar is plenty strong to be put through the ringer in the gym. It's going to suffice the needs of pretty much every single athlete. And then lastly, you know, this is in fact a 20 kilogram bar. It measures 86.6 inches in length with 16.3 inch loading sleeves, and the shaft has a diameter of 29 millimeters. So, you know, that extra half a millimeter compared to an Olympic bar or a multi-purpose bar, it's going to help fill up your palm and, you know, increase that grip that you're able to get. All right, so as I like to do, I'm going to reiterate on some things here and just kind of show you up close some specs, some of the details. Starting with the loading sleeves, you know, once again, these are chrome, so they're gonna have a little bit of rust and corrosion protection, but you can kind of see the grooves right here. That's, you know, by design to help keep your, you know, weight plates locked into place. But as always, you know, get yourself some nice weight collars and toss them on there to help you out a little bit. So another thing I really like about this bar right here with these loading sleeves is how thin these collars are right here. They're at least an inch or so thinner than pretty much every other most barbells out there. There's obviously other ones like this as well, but I like that right there because it's, especially for people who are going to be loading on a lot of weight, you know, it's going to allow you to add more weight, add an extra 45-pound plate on there, 25, whatever, that's going to be good for you. As you can see, you do have your bronze bushings right here. It's going to, you know, give you a little bit of that spin, but there's no need for spinning. You know, that's just standard with barbells like this. So move further on. Remember, this is bare steel. This mountain knurling right here is super grippy. It's probably too sharp for some people, but for me specifically, I really like it, especially with deadlifting, which this is actually my favorite barbell to deadlift with, so that's going to be really good for you. You have your one knurl marking right here. It's the IPF, International Powerlifting Federation standard, and that's to get identical hand placement as you go to, you know, do a wide grip lift with your bench press. Now, once again, you do have this center knurling right here. It's super sharp. It is just as sharp as the rest of the knurling right here. So definitely keep that in mind. You know, it might be a little too sharp on your back as you go to do a squat, but, you know, it is what it is, and I personally don't have too much of an issue with it. Okay, so not only do I think this is a really solid option for anybody who's a dedicated powerlifter, I also think this is one of the best, you know, budget-friendly options. You're gonna get, you know, the most bang for your buck, in my opinion, with this barbell. Once again, it's only 220 bucks. It's really hard to beat that value. But remember, that's because this is a bare steel bar, you know, other than the loading sleeves. This is a bare steel bar, so it's not gonna provide really any protection from rust and corrosion. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to, you know, take those extra precautionary steps and clean your bar, then I suggest spending, you know, an extra 100, 150 bucks on a bar that, you know, is gonna provide, you know, at least some type of protection with the coating. Also, you know, this is not designed for anything other than power lifts. So if you're somebody who does like to, you know, occasionally sprinkle in, you know, your Olympic or CrossFit style lifts, then you definitely need to go after a multi-purpose bar that can handle all of it. That's a wrap for today's review over the Bells of Steel Barenaked Powerlifting Bar 2.0. Yes, it's bare steel, so it's gonna be prone to rust and corrosion from forming, but honestly, that $220 price tag, in my opinion, makes it well worth, you know, taking that extra step to clean it. Plus, overall performance is tough to beat, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hope this video was helpful. I was able to answer any questions you have about this barbell. As always, stay on the lookout for my next video, but for now, head over to barbend.com because we have a full written review about this bar. All you gotta do is search BarBend, Bells of Steel, Barenaked Powerlifting Bar 2.0 review. That article is gonna pull right up for you. You can go over every single thing we talked about here today. I'll catch y'all next time.